Good morning and welcome. The counting of votes for the assembly elections in the three northeast Indian states of Meghalaya, Nagaland and Tripura are underway. The initial results indicate a big lead for the left front as BJP lags behind in Tripura. In Nagaland, the Nagaland People's Front or the NPF is leading big, leaving behind the BJP. And in Meghalaya, the Congress party seems set to retain power. Initially, it was expected that BJP will make it big in Tripura, but the left front's big margin has neutralized such expectations. Earlier, the exit polls had predicted a big win for the BJP in Tripura. In Meghalaya, the Congress is making huge gains. And in the state of Nagaland, which went to polls on February 27, the NPF is set to retain power in the state. Right, so we'll stay on the news from the three northeastern states for the moment, where election counting is taking place, and the left front seems to be edging past the BJP in Tripura, and the NPF is set to form a government in Nagaland, whereas the Congress party will set to retain power in Meghalaya. All right, so just to bring our viewers up to speed with the latest news coming in from the northeast of India, the counting of votes for the assembly elections in the three northeast Indian states of Meghalaya, Nagaland and Tripura are underway. Initial results indicate a big lead for the left front as BJP lags in Tripura. In Nagaland, the Nagaland People's Front or the NPF is leading big, leaving behind the BJP. And in Meghalaya, the Congress party seems set to retain power. All right, let's listen into what Minister of State for Home Affairs Kiren Rijiju had to say moments ago. Let's listen in.
Election to the state of Tripura, Meghalaya and Nagaland are going to be very crucial for the entire northeastern region. I'm very sure that after the result is declared, the total political landscape of northeastern region will be changed and it will have a bearing on the national scenario also. Because northeast used to be the Congress dominant region. Congress used to be the only major force.
All right, so there you heard Kiren Rijiju, Minister of State for Home Affairs, addressing the media about the elections in the three northeastern states. As I mentioned, it's a neck-and-neck battle in Tripura, where the counting of votes is taking place as we speak. The BJP and the left front are in a close fight in Tripura, where decades of left rule are at stake, and the BJP is hoping to make inroads into Tripura and other northeastern states where elections were held last month. Right, we'll stay on these visuals, and that's the latest tally coming in from Tripura. BJP 29, the Congress 2, CPM 27, and 58 out of the total 59 seats are being counting. That's the BJP 29, Congress 2 and CPM 27. That's the Tripura tally on your screens right now. Right, we'll bring you the latest tally from the other states as well, Meghalaya and Nagaland. But just to bring our viewers up to speed with the latest news coming in from those states, the Congress seems set to retain power in Meghalaya, whereas the Nagaland People's Front or NPF is set to win big in Nagaland. Right, so let's recap for the benefit of viewers who might just be tuning in. The big news we are tracking here on WION this morning, the counting of votes for the assembly elections in the three northeast Indian states of Meghalaya, Nagaland and Tripura are underway. Initial results indicate that a big lead for the left front is indicated in Tripura, and in Nagaland, the Nagaland People's Front or NPF is leading big, leaving the BJP far behind. And in Meghalaya, the Congress party seems set to retain power. That's the big news coming in at this moment from Meghalaya, Nagaland and Tripura. Now, initially it was expected that the BJP will make it big in Tripura, but the left front's big margin has neutralized such expectations. All right, joining me live from Shillong in Meghalaya is my colleague Pooja Mehta. Good morning, Pooja. What's the latest you are picking up?
Hi, good morning. Well, this morning when counting of votes began at 8 a.m., we are at the polo grounds here in Shillong, and at 8 a.m. the counting for postal ballot began, and at that point in time the Congress was trailing and BJP was leading alongside the National People's Party, which is the NPP. But now around 10:30, when almost 4 rounds of counting is over, the Congress is seen to retain its position and they are once again leading. BJP is again trailing. However, NPP could be a big game changer, as since morning, since no one had expected the NPP to lead. They are giving a tough competition to Congress. But if NPP fares well in this elections and if they get a good number of seats, BJP is all set to gain, because NPP is Northeast Democratic Alliance's electoral ally. While they have not gone on record to say that they are going to support BJP, but if NPP gets a good number of seats, BJP is all set to gain. However, at this point in time, Congress is leading. That's what the trends show.
Right, so Pooja, just to recap for the benefit of viewers who might just be tuning in, are you telling us that the Congress party is still very much in the lead and may be able to retain power in Meghalaya?
Well, absolutely. Congress stands a high chance to retain their rule in Meghalaya. But right now, only 4 rounds of counting is over. And in terms of the number of rounds, in smaller constituency, around 8 rounds of counting will take place. However, in bigger constituency, close to 13 to 14 rounds of counting is likely to take place. So, considering the fact that this is just the 4th round, I mean, though it seems that Congress could retain power in Meghalaya, however, we are not too sure whether in the next couple of rounds we could see a sea change, or maybe Congress may start trailing and BJP could start leading. But at this point in time, Congress is leading.
Right, Pooja, do stay on. I want to bring our viewers up to speed with the Meghalaya tally. What you're seeing on your screens right now is the tally, latest tally coming in from Shillong. BJP 6, the Congress 21, NPP 14 and others 7. So a total of 48 out of 59 seats are being counted as we speak, with the Congress leading at 21, and the BJP on 6, the NPP on 14 and others on 7 seats. So as Pooja was mentioning there, the Congress looks comfortably set to retain power in Meghalaya. But as she says, anything can happen between now and the final round of counting scheduled to take place later in the afternoon. Also, returning to you, Pooja, very quickly, have you heard from any political party yet, be it the Congress or the BJP? Has any party conceded the election yet, or are we still waiting and watching?
All political parties, be it BJP or Congress or NPP for that matter, are absolutely tight-lipped at the moment. Most candidates have gone to their constituencies, counting centers, and they are keeping a close watch on the number of seats they get. But at this point in time, there is no word from any of the political parties because they're watching the counting of votes very, very closely.
Right, Pooja, do stay on. I want to quickly listen into what BJP spokesperson Nalin Kohli has had to say in the last few minutes.
रुझान आ रहे हैं मेघालय में उसमें भारतीय जनता पार्टी का वोट शेयर भी बढ़ेगा और हमारी सीटें भी आएंगी। पिछले विधानसभा में हम 0 थे और हमारा वोट शेयर 1.5% से कम था। दोनों में बहुत फर्क आने वाला है और हमने अपना पूरा जो इलेक्शन कैंपेन था उसे सकारात्मक रखा। सबका साथ सबका विकास, जो मोदी जी की राजनीति है, विकास की राजनीति। और हम मानते हैं मेघालय में 15 साल कांग्रेस ने जो विकास नहीं किया है, यहां एक अच्छा अवसर बन सकता है जहां एक गैर कांग्रेस सरकार बन सकती है। लेकिन ये शुरुआती रुझान है, तो हम आशा करेंगे ये शुरुआती रुझान अब एक अच्छा लीड बने और यहां गैर कांग्रेस सरकार बने। The initial trends, and they are the initial trends only, the BJP certainly is going to be opening its account in Meghalaya. We are 0 in the last assembly. We were less than 1.5% vote share. Both our vote share will increase dramatically, as also we will open our seats. Our agenda has been positive, an agenda of development, or the agenda of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, as practiced by Modi ji at the center and all our state governments. We feel that there is a mood for change here, and we would be hopeful that there would be a non-Congress government in Meghalaya.
All right, so there you heard BJP spokesperson Nalin Kohli saying that the voters in Meghalaya may be in a mood for change and the BJP is most likely set to open its account in the Meghalaya Assembly this election. All right, returning very quickly one last time to my colleague Pooja Mehta, who is standing by in Shillong, capital of Meghalaya. Pooja, there we heard BJP spokesperson Nalin Kohli saying, exuding optimism that the BJP has a very good chance of effecting a change in Meghalaya. This is initial trend, and he hopes that the initial trends will consolidate as the day progresses and that the BJP has an opportunity to open its account in the assembly as well. Now, talking about the BJP's campaigning in Meghalaya, Putin, also the star campaigners and the candidates in the fray, including Agatha Sangma, for instance, what are you learning about the star candidates and their fortunes so far?
Well, absolutely. But as Nalin Kohli was highlighting that this is going to be a major gain for BJP, because in the previously held assembly polls in 2013, BJP did not manage to secure a single seat. Even if BJP does not win the Meghalaya assembly polls, or even if they manage to win a few seats, this is going to be a major boost for the party in the upcoming 2019 general elections, in the Lok Sabha elections, as where at a time they didn't have any foothold, any footprints in northeast Meghalaya state, and they did not manage to get any seats, no major vote share here. So with Lok Sabha elections approaching and having a small vote share will work in favor of the BJP.
All right, Pooja Mehta in Shillong, thank you so much for joining me on this bulletin with all the latest about the counting happening in that state.
Tripura, Nagaland, Meghalaya. The votes have been cast. Now it's time for the result. Will the left retain Tripura, or will saffron surge in India's northeast? Join WION as we track the election result and we find out why the 3 states in the northeast could set the stage for India's parliamentary elections next year. 3 states, northeast votes. Only on WION.
All right, moving on to other stories we are tracking here on WION this morning. The United Nations has said that war crimes are being committed in Syria's rebel-held eastern Ghouta region. Now, the High Commissioner for Human Rights at the UN has said that the perpetrators of such crimes in Syria should know that they were being identified and dossiers were being built for future prosecutions. In one of the deadliest offensives in the Syrian war, the Assad-led forces have killed hundreds in eastern Ghouta in the last 12 days alone after conducting airstrikes and bombardment. Ghouta is the last major rebel-held region near the Syrian capital of Damascus. The UN Security Council on February the 24th had called for a 30-day ceasefire in eastern Ghouta.
I must emphasize that what we are seeing in eastern Ghouta and elsewhere in Syria are likely war crimes and potentially crimes against humanity. Civilians are being pounded into submission or death. The perpetrators of these crimes must know that they are being identified. Syria must be referred to the International Criminal Court. Attempts to thwart justice and shield these criminals are disgraceful.